And we're back, and you all just got to see some of the chaos and the excitement and all the fun that went on at Cherry's Jubilee. And we had a huge crowd, a lot of great things happening, and we were raising money for arts and education and arts in our community. And we have a committee of ladies that do this, and some of them have been with me for 19 years. This was our 19th year. But about 4 years ago, Lee University has this class called Event Planning. And Angelina McMullen called and she said, would you like some volunteers? Well, I never turn down volunteers. And so today I have with me two of the gals that helped us Friday night, and I wanted them to kind of tell you a little bit about what event planning is at Lee University and what they took from our event Friday night. So I have Grace Coleman and Haley Lingerfelt from Lee University, and I think you're both seniors? Juniors. I'm sorry, yes. They're both juniors, and so they have been taking this class. So gals, just tell everybody out there how much fun you all had Friday night.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. Yeah, it was a blast. It was really fun just to be a part of the planning behind the scenes and then be there Friday night to see it all come to fruition. And it was fun. It was very great. It was very well executed and super fun, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we learned a lot. I did.
Yes.
Yes. I was not prepared for the event in the sense that I didn't know that many people would come. And so I was first overwhelmed with all the people that were there, but I had a blast working with them. They were all so kind. I was blown away with how kind they were.
We try.
And you guys did. They provided food for us as volunteers.
Yes.
We were prepared to go in and do some really hard work and like under hard conditions, and we just had so much fun. They made brownies for us and pizza. And, yeah, we had lots of fun.
We like to reward our volunteers. and what is so, I don't know whether you get the Cleveland Daily Banner or not, but your picture's in there.
Oh, wow.
Holding up the wooden bowl. See, that's.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
We asked them to help us with the live auction as well as the silent auction, and also they helped with setup. So tell me how you think that went, helping with when people were bringing their items in on Wednesday and Thursday.
It was great. It was great to see the excitement from the community. Everyone was really excited to bring in their pieces, and it was nice for us to see the behind the scenes, how everything works. And I don't think people really realize exactly how much is put into those events, but we got to see firsthand, and that was an invaluable experience on its own. And then, like I said, to see it come about on Friday was very nice.
Super, and we really appreciated you all because what you all did, you checked in everybody with their item, and they had to put a description, and then they had to creatively name some of the items. That got to be a little challenging, but that was okay. I mean, we came up with some names. Some people come in with their item named.
Of course.
Others didn't, and we had one Lee volunteer that something came in, and he said Minnie Pearl. And that was not what we needed to do. So we told Joshua we'd try to use, and I noticed that we did use that name somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was on. But everybody, you all were so nice to everybody that brought their items in because you complimented them. And some people like to tell you their life story while they're bringing the item in. And you all were so wonderful to do that. So in an experience like this, what kind of feedback do you have that you would say, if I get ready to plan an event, I know da-da-da?
I think working with a team that you guys have that's so well experienced was absolutely crucial. You said it's your 19th year of doing this, and like you can tell, you guys have it very well structured. So I know going into an event like this, I know you can't always have years of experience, but I would want a team that was experienced. You guys did an incredible job, and we were very well instructed by Miss Tracy and yourself on how to go about the process, so I wasn't confused in doing it. And so I just had a great time. But I guess in conducting an event, I would just want experienced team members who were able to instruct volunteers on how to work well, because it really did make all the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say just be enthusiastic and excited. Create an atmosphere that's great for your volunteers like you all did. We came in every day and we were excited to be there and to help, and you all made us feel welcome, and that really does go a long way.
And we were excited to have them. And a couple of years ago when we first started doing this, we didn't think to put name tags on y'all, so we would just holler, Lee you. And the volunteers knew who we were hollering at, but this year we put name tags on everybody, and so that we could at least call you by name, because, you know, if you're going to work as hard as you all did, because you all were doing some of the lifting and the helping set up the tables and all of that kind of stuff. So you know, we have done this event in the past. For 15 years we did it without you folks, but the last 4 years it's been with you folks, and we just love it. Now, you're talking about an experienced team. There's about 4 of us on the team that have been there for 19 years. The rest of them we just kind of add yearly, and so we've got it's like you say, we've got a pretty good little group that ticks along pretty
Yeah.
well.
You do.
And we try not to scream at anybody.
Oh, you
When we
didn't.
have to.
I didn't get
I
screamed
didn't
at.
experience that.
Good, very good. Now, cleanup. What did you think about that?
That was fun.
Cleanup went very quickly. When you
did.
have that many hands on deck, it went very quickly. And in class, we do a lot of projects together anyway, so we know how each other works. And I think we use those strengths together to get that done quickly. So I thought it was a breeze,
I did
honestly.
too. I did too.
I looked around and it was clean.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I hadn't done anything yet, you know. And then at the end, you all helped us move the furniture that wasn't picked up yet into the education room. And then a couple of you came back and worked on Saturday and helped us with people that we called to come pick up their items because they either didn't bring a big enough truck or didn't realize they bought some of the things they bought. So I thought everything just clicked, and I was so thrilled to have you all with us. So if you go back and report to Mrs. McMullen, what do you all report? How do you report to her after you do an event like ours?
We had a reflection paper that was
Oh,
due,
okay.
so we wrote a 3 to 4 page paper just detailing the event and then what our role specifically was in that, as also compared to our strengths and then other events that we've done. I know, actually, I was in a group that ran an International Women's Day event not too long ago.
Super.
And we had a very similar setup to when we switched from the silent auction to the live auction of having to get out a ton of chairs and completely rearrange a room and tear down tables. And so I was able to relate a lot of what we had experienced before to this, and this went a lot smoother.
Oh, good.
We were able to run with a lot more experienced team who knew what they were doing. It was very different having people already sitting down in the seats in the auction before we were even getting seats
Yes.
down.
Yes.
They do.
They do, but it was still so much smoother, and so, but even still, I think a lot of that was from past experience.
Yeah,
So in relating to
absolutely.
Angeline, we just say like, this is how we've grown and our strengths, and we really do see the practicality of like planning and seeing that going in here and how crucial. I mean, an event without good details is not going to be a good event. So seeing that all play out is really huge.
And see, we'll have a wrap-up meeting, my team will, Thursday morning at 9 o'clock. We'll go over everything that we thought wasn't good. So if you have anything to share, you've got my email, send it to me. And because we're very receptive to that and all the good points that we thought. And we'll do all of that. And then we'll go ahead and pick the date for next year's event,
Okay.
book the museum, and get everything. You know, the naming the event is the toughest part. Have you all had to name any events?
We have not. That is done for us.
Whoa,
Thankfully.
that's just the toughest thing. And we lucked into this one this year, going green in 17, because the event was on Friday and Earth Day was on Saturday.
Yes.
Right.
So that and we totally did not plan that, folks. That we just lucked into that. I mean, I'd love to say we did that on purpose, but we lucked into that. But next year's our 20th anniversary for Cherry's Jubilee.
Yes.
What rhymes with 20? Plenty?
Plenty.
Many?
Many.
So see, there you go. And you've got to come up with something cute, and then you get your graphics guy to do your poster so that you've got logistics going and graphics going. And 20, we've got a year to come up with that one.
You do. I'd be surprised to see, I mean, how many people show up at the 20th anniversary.
Oh,
I mean, that's
absolutely.
going to be massive.
Yes.
I would expand the whole museum because I feel
Yes.
like it's going to take
It's gonna
up
be
the
wonderful.
whole thing.
Oh, well, thank
So
you.
many people will come.
We
Yes.
hope so. Well, and you know, for getting from one end of the big room to the other end was not easy.
Right.
No.
We were delivering drinks at some points. I would have some people say, like, could you go get me a Chardonnay or something? I would go grab it, and I would be trying to get across the other side of the room, like, I've lost them.
Yes.
There's so
It
many
takes
people.
a lot of time.
Yes, yeah.
And then the caterers, y'all helped with that.
We did.
We did.
And being sure that they were supplied with their plates and napkins and
Yes.
everything.
Everyone was very nice. We just let them know that we were there to help them whatever they needed. And we also got to sample some food, like she said
Oh.
previously, and it was wonderful.
That's
We are
incredible.
very blessed with some very good restaurants in this area that were so nice to come and help you guys out, and they were very nice to us as well. I think we
yeah.
just had an overall great experience with everyone in the community.
That is so good to hear because, I mean, I'll be calling on her class next year to help us do this. So now y'all are juniors, so tell me, each one of you, tell me your plans.
Yes, I'm a communication studies major with minors in psychology and public relations.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I work with middle school girls as a mentor. So I hope to be able to help at-risk teens sometime in my life. And I'm working at an ad firm right now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you'll be doing your senior year at Lee.
Yes, correct.
And you will graduate in June of
May of
May
2018.
18.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Grace, tell me what you're going to do.
I'm a public relations major
Okay.
with minors in both theology and in studio art. So a little kind of all over the place, but they
Well,
kind of
really?
relate. They relate in my mind. It's a lot of my passions, both expressing in art, which public relations, event management. There's so
Yes.
much creativity that's needed,
Absolutely.
and also keeping your faith in theology and just wanting to be grounded and wise in it. And so, honestly, from here on out, I don't have a specific plan, but I know I'd love to work with starting nonprofits. I love working in the startup phase when it's really hard. So I would love to work in an organization that goes in and helps beginning businesses getting on their feet, making initial connections, and then moving to another one, and helping with planting things and getting things started in any way I can, whether that be graphic designing and arts or whatever that may be.
That is super. So y'all pretty much basically have it planned out.
We have ideas.
We have
That's it.
ideas.
We have ideas.
Yes.
And that's good because, you know, the best laid plans sometimes are not exactly what
Yes.
happened.
Yes.
But you gals have been wonderful. I have thoroughly enjoyed meeting and working with you. Could not have asked for better volunteers. What did we at 13 from your class?
Just about.
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
13. And they were all, and it was all gals except for one guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Our one mighty man.
Josh.
Yes.
One mighty man. And bless his heart, you know, but he handled it well, being with
He does. He
12
handles
with a
it very
dozen
well.
gals and you all. And so I'm just so thrilled that Angeline asked us again this year to if we'd be willing to work with y'all, because we were more than willing to work with y'all. And y'all were just awesome. So
Thank you.
you
Thank
know,
you so
and I don't want to
much.
hurt anybody's feelings from past years, but I honestly believe you're the best group we've worked with. I
Oh,
really
thank
believe
you.
that.
Thank
Y'all
you.
were so easy to work with. You took instructions so well,
Hmm.
and it worked out great.
Well, thank you so much.
you.
We've had a great teacher.
have.
Angeline
We
is
do.
fabulous.
She
She
is,
prepared
yes.
us very well.
She
so,
is. And you all get service hours for this.
Correct.
We do.
Okay, so how many service hours are you all supposed to get?
We get 10.
We got 10 because, we're supposed to work 6 volunteering before the event and then 4 hours
Yes.
the night of the event.
And we tried to give you all 10 if you, and so that's normally standard for what y'all do. You get 10 hours of service, and we used every one of them, I do
We
believe.
did.
Yes, we did. Every bit of it.
Every bit. I mean, we were even counting the seconds. It's 9:02. They're
Right.
going home. But girls, thank you. Ladies, I should say, not girls. Ladies, thank you all so much. I enjoyed meeting you and working with you, and hopefully next year's class will be as good as you all were.
Yes, thank you, Miss Nancy. We
You are
appreciate
so
it.
welcome. Folks, we'll be right back with the news and events that are coming up, so don't go away. Be sure you watch our sponsors and support them because they pay our bills. Don't go away. We'll be right back.